The headlights hit something that shouldn't have existed. A brand new steel gate, tall, electronic, polished, and bolted with a massive white sign. Meadow Ridge Estates HOA, private property. No trespassing! My stomach dropped. That gate wasn't just new, it was on my land. The same pastures my grandfather had walked, the same fences my father had built. I sat, engine idling, trying to comprehend how something so wrong could stand so confidently, where it didn't belong. Before I could step out, a black Lexus SUV slid sideways across the gravel, blocking me completely. The driver's door opened slowly. Out stepped a woman who moved like authority owed her money. Perfect hair, red blazer pressed tight. Clipboard clutched as if it carried the law itself. She didn't ask who I was. She looked straight at me and said, "You need to leave. This is private HOA property." I took a slow breath. The kind you learn overseas, the kind that keeps things from escalating. "Ma'am, this is my ranch." She laughed, confident, sharp. Years of being obeyed without challenge. "No, it isn't," she said. "I'm the HOA president. I know every homeowner here." She genuinely believed she owned my family's land. She stepped closer, scanning my dusty truck like it personally offended her. "We've had problems with people pretending to own land," she said, pretending. I pointed toward the hills catching the last light. "That fence line? My father built it." "That pasture? My grandfather bought it in the 70s. "That road? Older than your HOA." She shook her head, annoyed. "Doesn't matter. HOA authority overrides outdated claims." That was when I realized this wasn't a misunderstanding. This was entitlement. Then she pulled out her phone. "I'm calling the police." She dialed 911. "Yes, hello. I have a suspicious individual attempting to force access to HOA-controlled property. He's aggressive and refusing to leave." Aggressive. I hadn't raised my voice. She smiled like she had already won. That smile wouldn't last. Minutes later, 2 sheriff units rolled in, lights flashing across the ranch like a crime scene. Red and blue reflections danced off the illegal gate and sign. She rushed toward them dramatically. "Thank God you're here. He's trespassing. He claims he owns the land." I stepped forward calmly, hands visible. I handed the deputy my ID. "I just came home from deployment. This ranch belongs to my family." He looked at my ID, then at me. Something shifted in his posture. "Welcome home, sir." Karen didn't like that. She crossed her arms tightly. "He's lying. The HOA owns everything beyond the main road." The deputy asked the question that would end her world. "Do you have documentation, sir?" I nodded. Retrieved the folder my father had made me promise never to lose. Original deed, easement county stamped, no copies. The deputy read it once, twice. His expression hardened. Karen shifted. "Ma'am," he said slowly, "this land predates your HOA by over 20 years. Her smile cracked. "Impossible." He shook his head. "Your HOA never legally acquired this road, this gate, or the easement beneath it." Her clipboard slipped from her fingers. Everything unraveled. Over 2 decades, the HOA had enforced rules illegally, collected dues unlawfully, built infrastructure on land they didn't own. Karen shouted, "Arrest him! This is harassment!" Instead, the deputy turned to her. "Ma'am, you just made a false police report." The second deputy radioed the county land office. Records were pulled. Calls made. Silence stretched thick across the road. Then came the words that erased everything she had built. "HOA incorporation appears invalid. Initiate suspension and dissolution review. Immediately." Karen collapsed onto the curb. Neighbors stepped outside, whispers spreading. Within an hour, the HOA's authority was frozen. Within weeks, bank accounts locked. Board members resigned, lawsuits piled up. The illegal gate removed by county order. The HOA didn't just lose power, it ceased to exist. That evening, after the deputies left and quiet returned, I walked to the gate myself. I unlocked it, opened it, and drove onto my ranch. As the sun sank behind the hills my family had protected for generations. Standing there in the quiet I had waited 14 months to feel, I realized something simple and permanent. Some people pretend to rule land for years until the rightful owner finally comes home. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. For more exciting videos like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel.